Hey guys, it's Barkercraft here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we will be just doing some overall terrain changes around our base, and this whole place that I'm in right now is completely new, as you may see. And I have been up to quite a bit when I wasn't recording. So this whole place is a brand new terraformed mountain that I made, and it took a bit to make, and it's huge. I just had the idea all of a sudden just to make something big here, so I went with a big mountain, and it is huge. And also this whole thing, this land was not here, this whole thing is just terraformed. See? It's just a whole hollow shell. I might have to do terraforming here, maybe that could be one thing, and we do. And overall, I also kinda, and here, this part, it's all kinda like smoothed out, so it looks all natural and stuff. And here will be this kind of curved house that I'll be making in the next episode, and I'll also have a tutorial for it. I'll show you guys a picture. And then I posted this picture of the cave on Reddit, and I got a bunch of feedback and of things that I could possibly do. I could probably add chains. I mean, not chains, either iron bars or chains, so these look a bit more spiky, because I do not have any of the dripstone yet. So that's one thing that we could probably get later on. We can also sleep in this kind of sleeping bag thing that I made here. If only you can go into like third person while in bed, that'll be kind of funny. We'll probably just get the materials and we'll get right to it. Okay guys, so now we have all the things that we need. I just took all this pretty much from a storage system. I also made some coarse dirt because someone, I think, suggested that we add some patches of coarse dirt, and overall just patches of like flowers, aerated dirt. And here's Hellfire's house. He said that I could build it here, and yeah. This sign has been here for a very long time. This sign was here when I moved in. Oh well. I think we'll just start over on this edge here. Actually, we'll first add some patches of gravel, actually. Just a bit there, here and there. Yes, actually adds a bit more texture. Texturing was never really my thing, but it looks better at least with it. And yeah, this whole thing is hollow on the inside, so there might be mobs on the inside, but I just turned down all hostile mob sounds down to 0 because they were kind of annoying in the intro. So, just dibble dabble here and there, and it always works. Like at first I just did the whole thing with just stone and andesite. And you can kind of see just andesite and stone, and I added some of these big vines. This is a good few stacks of leaves also, cause yeah, it just used up quite a few of them. And also put some vines up there if I can get up there. But yeah, just dibble dabble here and there, just like that. I'm not sure, should we extend? We might extend all the way around. And someone suggested that we use a whole lot of stairs, and yes, this will be way better. This adds way more kind of shape to it. And one handy thing in Bedrock Edition that I don't think you can do in Java is you can tie bolts with leads, so it adds extra bit of aesthetics. So it looks like there's like a bolt docked here. And yes, this was indeed a good idea to put the stairs. And we can also waterlog them to add that even a bit more step up, kind of. Probably. Oh, hello, Mr. Jones. You are not meant to be here. And I did put in sea lanterns with leaves on top just to add a bit of light, because the water seemed very dark when at first I was building this. So that's one extra thing. So actually, never mind. I was gonna do a time lapse of me just spamming these everywhere pretty much, but nah, I don't think that's necessary. So I think that looks very nice. Yeah, this looks a whole lot better already. It's funny how much just a few stairs can accomplish. There's just a bit an awkward spot. We can probably add some vines, and these will overgrow probably. So that should give a nice worn down kind of look. Ow, 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 ow. And also these kind of look like, I think, sort of stepping stones. Now we can probably add the iron bars. And yes, this actually looks way better, because it blends in with the color and everything pretty much is just right. Here's the lantern. I could probably use some chains, but I am not bothered to craft them, because I have to go. And these are my last fireworks I have, so I rather conserve them. Well, I do have about 2 stacks of gunpowder, I think, in my storage system, but I have no paper whatsoever. Although I could just go harvest my sugarcane farm. That would probably do. Yeah, that looks a whole lot better. And we can add just some singular ones, like, let's say, like that they're starting to grow, kind of. So we can take a bit of stone, just as support blocks. And one thing that I definitely noticed is that I'm finally using up most of my stone. Like, this whole mountain project took me about 2 shulker boxes full of stone, and actually I think 3 now. So that's a good thing, I suppose. Also, Waffle has asked us to make him a map art. That'll be after we finish the nether tunnel, because that's our main priority at the moment. So that's one bigger thing. Yeah, this actually looks way better now. So now we can probably add in patches of dirt and just coarse dirt all around here. It'll probably have to be coarse dirt, because otherwise the grass will just spread to it. Because there's some patches here, kind of. Oh yes, this looks way better now. You know, just a tiny bit of dirt and some normal dirt. I think now you can bone meal this stuff. I hope you can. Oh, you can't bone meal it. I suppose we'll have to bone meal somewhere else and just collect the flowers and place them, if you can place them on dirt, on this coarse dirt. I hope that we can. Yes, you can. Okay, this is good. So we'll have to just go and take a few flowers from our storage system, because we have a bunch of what do you call it? I think it's blue orchids. Yeah, we have a few of them. Just take a stack. We might as well put some mushrooms here and there, so that would be nice. And maybe some carrots, cause why not? And I think we have a diamond hoe somewhere. Yes, we do have a diamond hoe. And we have 30 diamond blocks now also. So we are getting more and more rich. I also need to spawn proof this whole place or just light it up more. Because we would not want a creeper blowing up anywhere near here, because it will just be an annoying thing to fix. And since there is... Huh. I wonder, will these kind of fall off when it turns to day? I have no idea. This weird game mechanics, I suppose. I can do like that. Some of these here and there. We can place some there. Maybe place this back here. It's a little too many. Then we could maybe put like a small patch of them in here. Some more mushrooms. I'll also put some bamboo maybe here, potentially. Yeah, here's a good spot. And just to maybe, well, yeah, we will bone meal this whole place, and to mix in maybe just like some crop. Oops, wrong place. So I can just bone meal this whole thing overall. It'll look way better anyway. Some bamboo here. The way just to make it look natural is just to spam it everywhere, and it'll just look decent. And I can put some carrots here. That'll just add a bit more green to it. Some tall grass. Maybe some more bamboo here. Probably more vines. That'll go down nicely. And put some vines there. Here. Some maybe there, because I'll just end up growing over this whole thing anyway, because they spread like crazy. Oh, I think I know what would be a better way to light this up. Use some glow icon instead of just these torches, because they are kind of ugly. Or we could just use sea lanterns and then hide. Ah, really? We could probably use some sea lanterns and leaves just to hide them. I'm glad that we had a bunch of dirt on us, so we can just patch this back up. Overall, just around the base, I did just patch up most of the holes that were kind of and just that didn't look good, like, or just some cave entrances that were never used. There we go. Like this is hollow, I think, on the inside. There was some part of here that was hollow. Yeah, like that's just, this was kind of like a indentation, so I fixed that. I suppose we can put some bamboo around the turtle. Some bamboo around here. Probably the more coarse dirt. Just like that. What else can we put in here? We have all the flowers that we need. And maybe some more mushrooms, just like growing there, maybe. Ah. I was a certain light level that they did not grow there, I think. We could maybe use some mushroom blocks to make those kind of giant wall mushroom kind of things that you can sometimes see on trees. So that could be a thing that we could place there. We'll get our shovel. We'll just do it randomly. I guess I don't know where that just did not place coarse dirt. Don't they usually hit you with both hands? I think they do. And also, as a new thing for 1.17, they added a copper drop to the drowns, which is a nice way to get copper also. So that could be maybe a copper farm if you really wanted to, but it isn't exactly like a high rate. And we could probably also add some grass path blocks, because they look nice. I think that's a while back you weren't able to actually obtain the grass path blocks even using Silk Touch, so that's something. And also zero tick farms got patched, so no more having infinite fuel kind of farms. So now it's just a good old piston and observer ones that really work properly anymore. And you will have been useful in my trading hall, but there's honestly no point in taking them all the way from here to the trading hall. It just takes simply way too long and a lot of pain. We should probably bone meal some more in here. Just make this like a overgrown forest kind of thing. Just so it blends in more, just like a single one every now and then. This would be nice if this was a flower forest biome, but the closest one is a few hundred blocks away, I think. And I really do not want to relocate our base as it's so big. Also, I have come up with a design for our new shop, but I won't be showing that just yet. That'll be kind of like a small surprise. We can add probably some cobble, some more cobble maybe, because there isn't really much in here. Oh, we could probably add kind of like these what do you call them, kind of just like stones, just rocks. Here would also look nice if there was some drip leaf maybe, just to make this whole place look, it'll just make it look fabulous. And he's in a boat. Well, that's their new home then. It'll be funny if two of them actually get in there. Hold up, will they? You? No, don't try than me. I just, yeah, see? The copper ore. I mean ingot. Try them. Maybe, I wonder if it's possible to kind of make it look so like it's kind of standing against the wall, maybe. With there, maybe like this. Yeah, that kind of looks like it's standing against the wall. Hold on. That's one glitchy thing. Like you cannot see. You can kind of see his helmet sometimes, but you can sometimes can't, because I think that their head box is like bigger than a regular mob. But I don't want to stretch this out episode to be too long, because I have other things to do. So I think this will be it. So this is Party Clank, and I'm out.